So I know we've gone over a lot of information, and like I said, some might be review and some of it might be new. But now we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a review to see just what we talked about. Okay, so let's start with the first question. What is a stranger? A cartoon character. B, a person who travels by walking. C, a person who we do not know. Or D, a monster. That's right, you guessed it. C, a person who we do not know. Very good. Okay, now let's go true or false. An adult should always supervise fireworks. Is that true or is that false? Absolutely true. We always need to make sure that there is an adult who is overseeing the fireworks. Because again, fireworks, it's fire. And with that is potential dangers of people being burnt, of things going up in flames. So we always want to make sure that there are adults out there and that it's not kids doing the fireworks. Okay, moving along. If you are not a strong swimmer, then what should you put on before you go swimming? A blow-up inner tube, sunscreen or sunblock, sunglasses, or a life vest or arm floaties. That is correct, D, a life vest or arm floaties. Now, while some of you might think a blow-up inner tube, remember, a blow-up inner tube does not stay on you and you can slip through it. So we don't want to be using that as a way to stay safe if we are not a good or strong swimmer. We want to make sure that we're having a life vest or arm floaties on, even if we're not in the pool, but around a pool, just in case an accident happens and we accidentally fall into the pool. Okay, next question. If you are planning on being outside for longer than 30 minutes, what should you make sure to have on? I'll give you just a couple more seconds. All right, did you guess sunblock or sunscreen? If you did, you are correct. Make sure to put that on because what does that prevent? It prevents us from getting sunburns, and it also prevents possible skin problems in the future as an adult. And remember, even if you're out there playing a sport or playing on the playground or swinging or in the sandbox, you don't just have to be at the beach or swimming. If you are outside, you want to make sure that you're having sunscreen or sunblock on. You also want to make sure that you're reapplying every hour to 2 hours because it does wear off, and if you don't reapply, you will still possibly get a sunburn. For those of you that have had sunburns, they are not fun. Okay, next question. This is a true or false. There are no strangers on the computer. Well, if you guess false, you are correct. There are absolutely strangers on the computer. There are probably thousands, if not a million strangers on the computer. And because we can't see who they are, we definitely don't know if they're adults or kids. So that's why it's so important that if you are talking to people on the computer or you have friends who are on your social media accounts like Facebook or Instagram, that you know who these people are. You have physically met them, their friends, their family friends, or even family members. And your parents should also know who they are. Next question. What should you always put on before riding your bike? Skateboard, scooter, or rollerblades? A, lipstick. B, baseball cap. C, sunglasses. Or D, helmet. What do you think? That is correct. If you pick D, you are absolutely correct. D, helmet. While sunglasses and lipstick are nice, the helmet is there to protect your head, which ultimately is going to protect your brain and save your life if you ever have a major accident falling off any of those things. Okay, just a couple more questions. This is a true or false. If you are not a strong swimmer and you're by the pool, it's safer to wear your life vest or floaties just in case you fall into the pool or get thrown in. 2 more seconds. All right, the answer is true. Remember, even if you're not in the pool, you need to make sure if you're walking around or you're near the pool that you are still wearing your arm floaties or life vests if you are not a strong swimmer, because accidents do happen. And for those siblings or older cousins, remember, it's your job too to pay attention to the little ones and help out the adults, especially if you're there swimming. If you see the little kids who need to have those floaties or life vest on and they don't, tell them to put it on, or let the adults know that they don't have it on so they can make sure that they put it on. All right, our last question, true or false? If you're ever in a bicycle accident, a helmet can save your life. Absolutely true. Remember, the helmet there is to protect your head, which ultimately protects your brain. And your brain controls everything. Okay? So we need to make sure, even if you're an expert bicyclist, skateboarder, roller skater, any of those things, accidents happen, even to the best of us. And so we want to make sure that we're wearing those helmets, okay, to protect our brains. All right. Well, thank you so much for being such good listeners. And I hope that you have learned a lot during this lesson. Okay. If you have any questions, always ask your parents. They were kids once, and I'm sure they know all about these summer safety practices. So if you're not sure about something, go ahead and ask them. Otherwise, I hope you have an awesome summer break. Have fun. Be safe. Make good choices. Be nice to your siblings, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.